All right, guys, we're going to jump into the video play section. So let's go right under the info, which is where we left off, and let's say video play. So we'll have a section here. Let's give it an ID of video-play. And this is also going to use the dark overlay class. So let's say dark overlay, which we won't have to add the CSS because we've already done it. Then we're going to have a row. I don't know why I keep doing ROE. And then a class of call, because it's going to just stretch all the way across. Then we'll put our container with a padding of 5, so P-5. And then in here, we're going to have a link with the class of video. And as far as href, we don't have to put anything here. What we do want to add is an attribute of data-video. Now, to make this autoplay, we're going to use some JavaScript that I'm just going to paste in. I'm not really going to go over it because that's not the focus of this course, but it's just a little snippet that maybe you want to just save or put away in case you want to use this functionality somewhere else. But data video, this is where we put the YouTube embed. So we're going to do HTTPS, and let's do www.youtube.com/embed/ and then you want to put whatever the video ID. So when you go to a video, actually let me just show you real quick. I'm just going to go to this off screen real quick. All right, so let's see. So I'm going to go to my trailer, my channel trailer video, and pause it. And let me just make sure nothing is here that no one should see, like stats and stuff like that. All right, so this is just my channel trailer, and you can go to any video that you want, and you want to look in the URL, and you'll see this ID. Okay, so what we want to do is take that ID. So I'm going to copy it, and then we're going to put that right here. Okay, and whatever video you want to play, that's what you want to do. Now we want this to open up in a modal, so we can actually add onto this a data-toggle and set that to modal, and then we want to add a target. So we're going to say data-target equals, and we're going to say hash video modal. Okay, and then all I want to be in the A tag is an icon, a play icon. So we'll do I class FAS and then FA-play, and we want it to be 3 times the size. So we want the class of FA-3x, and that'll give us our play. And then underneath the A tag, we'll just put an H1, and we're going to say see what we do. So it'll be like some kind of promotional video. So if we save that and we take a look, okay, so this obviously does not look right. And the reason for that is because the dark overlay doesn't really know, it's positioned absolute, so it's going by whatever parent is positioned relative, which we need to make this video play position relative. So we need to go to our CSS and add some stuff for video play. So it's going to be actually very similar to home heading. So what I'll do is copy that and paste that in. So we want it position relative. We want it to be 200 pixels. The background image is going to be media.jpg, fixed attachment, no repeat, center. I do want to change the position of the image a little bit. The background image, the media.jpg, just so it comes into where I want it. So I'm going to say background dash position, and we're going to set it to 0, and then I just want to move it up 300 pixels. So -300. And then the icon I want to be white, so I'm going to do video-play.a, not .a, just A. And when I say icon, I mean the link, because the link actually surrounds the icon. So we want that to be white. So let's save that, and now let's look. So now it should look like this. So if I click this, nothing happens. Remember, the video is actually in a modal. Okay, when we click it, that's what it's going to call the modal, and it's going to pass this data video in. So we have to create that modal. So let's go down to the bottom here and say video modal. So it's going to have a class of modal. I want it to have a fade effect, so I'm going to add the class of fade. I'm also going to add the ID of video modal. That's what we used as the target above. And then we have our modal dash dialog class. Inside here we have our modal content. Then we have our modal body. So there's a lot of classes that go into this. And then let's have a close button. So button with the class of close. And we want to make sure that we add the data dismiss and set that to modal, so that that actually closes it. Inside here, we're just going to put a span with the X icon, which we can just use ampersand times semicolon. Okay, and then underneath the button, we actually want to put an iframe, because the video is going to be inside of an iframe, and we're going to leave the source empty. Frame border can stay at 0. We want to set the height to, height equals 350, and then we want to set the width equals to 100%. Okay, and then I also want to set an attribute here called allow full screen, and this is just HTML. So allow full screen, and that should be that. Now if I save this and we click this, the modal opens. Now there's no video or anything in here. We're going to add a block of JavaScript, or actually jQuery, to do all that. Okay, so I'm going to just grab that real quick and put that down here and paste that in. All right, so it's basically just going to run this function, and this is actually a snippet that I got on, I think it was Stack Overflow. I didn't actually write this code. I just looked for a solution for a video to autoplay when it opened in a modal, and basically it's just grabbing like the different attributes. So the data target, you know, when we click the icon, which has a class of video, function runs, it gets the target. It's going to get the data video attribute using this.attr. So when I say that data video attribute, I mean this right here, and this is the data target. And then it's basically going to take the source. It's going to add this long string, which includes autoplay. Okay, so that's going to make it so the video plays automatically, and you don't have to click play. And then we're just going to close, deal with the iframe and close it and so on. All right, so just a little snippet that you may want to put somewhere if you ever want to do something like this in another project. So let's save it and let's give it a shot. So we'll click the play button, and there we go. The video opens and it runs right away. All right, so I think that's going to be it for this one, guys, this video. In the next one, we're going to start to work on the photo gallery, which will include a light box. Okay, so we'll be able to click on a photo. It'll open up a light box, and we'll also see if we can work on the newsletter area as well. Okay, so I will see you in the next video.